happening over in Europe right now, and I mean this literally over in Europe right now.
In the sun. Melanin. The sun looks at black people and say, that's good craft club. The CEO, the president, and the employee of them. I'm just saying, people, and y'all survival challenge. I can't.
I made myself sick work done yesterday. That 2.5 hours of me working outside, it just all of a sudden where I was fine 1 minute and the next minute I was on the ground.
I cannot make stuff up. Sunlight kills germs. And if the sun is actively making you
Extreme heat
where you're getting like sun poisoning, what does that say about you? Sunlight gives you sun poisoning. What does that?
I can't even see. Okay. Sunlight acts as a natural disinfectant with its ultraviolet UV rays, particularly UVA and UVB, effectively killing or inactivating microorganisms like bacteria and viruses. Study shows that rooms with increased sunlight exposure have significantly fewer viable bacteria compared to dark rooms, with daylight reducing indoor germs levels by about half. That's pretty unique, huh? I didn't know about that, but yeah, it's pretty dope. And it's not no attack on white folks. I'm seriously interested in what is sun poisoning. I've been here on this earth for a few decades, and this is my very first time hearing something like this. I know that people use sunscreen and whatever, right? That's not a type of stuff that I incorporate in my lifestyle. I never needed it. But I am curious to see what you guys are going through, what this situation is, and how may I can help if possible. So that's what this is basically about. It's an informative video, educational video, and for educational purposes as well.
and heat wave that has taken thousands of people's lives, and they literally off peels is so hot, melting. You can fry eggs from the sun over there, and the people are now conditioning isn't working. The systems are antiquated. Look at this. That's crazy.
I don't think it's out here, baby. White people going extinct and everything.
I done did too much.
We literally have no melanin in our skin. I burn. The majority of white people because of it. That was fucking scary. And because of that, I have the beach. I live in Florida. So we have a tarp and a shitload of sunscreen, and it is reapplied all. And I stay in the fucking shade unless I'm playing in the water, and I don't go out for minutes because of my skin's sensitivity to the sun. So yesterday was Father's Day and myself. We wanted to go family day at the beach. Perfect day. We go, and lately I'm easier than normal, which is crazy because it already burns ridiculously easy. I'm under all day long. I reapply this. I reapply, and nothing, anything. Look at my fucking skin here. Here's my chest, like you can, like look at that. That's just so fucking bad. And that is with being in the shade. And as long, this is a direct of climate change. 125%. People didn't burn this easy. This unreal.
Something.
Can be great.
Get a sunburn that turns into sun poisoning and makes me ill.
I got this sun poisoning. Skin is peeling all over my face, bro. These ain't even pimples, bro. I literally just wake up one morning, my skin's a little loose, and it just goes ear, like right there. Oh my god.
Non-melanated man made a video today, and he was talking about his nervous system shut down. He think he blacked out. His body was blurring. He had a headache. He was pouring his whole little heart out.
Now, let me interject one thing really quick. As far as these data centers and the headaches, that got a lot to do with people's mental health as well. Like you stay getting frequencies, tapping in, and if you sleep with your cell phone, what up, Carla? Peace and blessings. If you sleep with your data on, your Wi-Fi on, and your phone's towards your head, you making it even worse. You accepting those frequencies and they're doing something to you. Like all of the leads in the food that you put in your body and those frequencies heating you up, you're basically like inside a microwave and frying your inside. It's where those headaches come from, the dehydration come from, and whatever other symptoms that I may not or do know of. But we're going to get into that in a later episode.
And I empathize. I really do. It's like yo, because indigenous people shouldn't be burning up, right?
Welcome back to the channel. You know, a lot of people actually are feeling uncomfortable because there is something that's happening in world, especially in Europe.
Hold on real quick. See, right? You feel me?
white skin is the weakest skin you can. First day we were there boating, what they call they parked the boat in the middle of the lake, and then they drink 42 beers. So, do you have a daytime sunblock? They torch right away, so I had a headache and had to go down to do white activities. Being able to take a picture of Michael Bay albums.
Man, that's crazy, bro. It's real crazy.
Yesterday, I know died, and it just all. I was on the ground, and I guess that I had lost consciousness. I felt like all of my nerve endings were tingling, like I couldn't feel my. I immediately went inside, like literally holding the walls outside, everything like from here on. The bathtub, water, and I sat in the bathtub, cold water for probably, I was dry heaving, there was just nothing left. I don't know how a person just fine to like done, just done. I have no idea. I've never in my life anything like it. All day yesterday and half the day today of just being inside, recuperating to even go outside.
Well, the reason you feel like that is because you have in your body called cold thermoplasma. I have something in my body called hot thermal shit that I don't need to have in my body coming out. Yeah, but that's yours. That's why you start to turn red, because if you stay out any longer, you're gonna start to burn. So I'm in the sun. Now the reason that's going, remember that hot thermal energy and cold thermal energy I was thinking about? Well, the last pair have been unalive, and they can synthesize some hot thermal, and that energy connects straight to the sun, which is pretty much something like a source. You can say if our hot thermal plasma, once we die, that pretty much is our spirit bomb. So our spirit bomb, so over the last 5 years, locking us up, we've been dying, going through a whole lot of bullshit, putting all this bullshit, and now all them people to the other sun, and now it's getting overcrowded over there. So now they trying to goddamn all the hot thermal energy they got over here, but whatever bullshit got, it's getting real thin. They trying to make it hotter and hotter and hotter to get through here. So I'm sorry, but by the time all this they
don't tell you being with a white woman is you can't let them out of the house in the sun because they burn instantly. And
it's so bad. And guys, did put on sunscreen, and I was only in the sun for like 2 hours. I cannot step out. I not mean this in like a funny way. Like I genuinely think I'm allergic to the sun, because anytime I step outside.
Well, that's what they mean by it. I don't know. I'm still really confused. Anybody know anything? Y'all please let me know. If you experiencing stuff like this,
Want to see the Birkenstock tan line on my feet? Like you can see a little red too. Like I just burn when I model over Asia. My agents literally working and the hands of my brown husband who can tan in the literal darkness.
I'm sorry, I don't have.
I don't. It's, it ain't gonna be. Man, dog, I am going through a few videos at the time, but it's one thing I really want. Uh, Now, if I ain't learned anything from this, one thing for sure, two things for certain. You got that in your face, right? And you be like, okay, well, okay, do what I'm saying if you ain't catch on. The bunkers, like lately last year, the end of last year, and especially this year, everybody going underground buying bunkers. Why? But maybe it's sun, maybe not. All of this UV stuff a few years ago was really what they was trying to do to stop this. I mean, if you catching on, you caught on, but all of this UV stuff was to slice our DNAs, but it wasn't really working. Now they want to fearmonger us about climate change. That barely works. Because the truth is this, and you're going to see it in a bit. I'm going to just let this play out. If it makes sense, it makes sense. If not, just keep paying attention to the world and see what's going on. Listen to the media sometimes and see what the agenda is and what they're talking about. And just put the two and two together. You'll see what it is and what it ain't. But if you think about it, the bunkers being sold, being built, is for a reason. And it's not for what you think it is. All this UV stuff, this DNA tampering, for a reason. But check this out, though. You hear what she is as a white woman. Where did pale people come from? What was the reason of them? And I'm gonna run it back just a little bit so you can hear it again. And what's gonna happen after this. And again, do your own research. Don't believe what I'm saying and what I'm showing and what my thought thing is because that's my reality. What I experience, what I know. I don't believe in anything at all. I either know it for a fact or I don't. And that's just where I'm at with it. It either is or it either ain't. No in between with belief. So yeah, that's where I'm at with it. I don't believe in anything. You being aligned with the cosmic is basically like a woman menstrual cycle. The moon coming up and going down with 28 days. Different stuff like that. Like if you know, you know. If not, then you need to really get in tune with nature and be one, so nature can tell you about what it is that you is and what it is that you need, and not these TV shows and the media and these people who don't know nothing, but they're not connected with nature. That's why so much stuff is going on. But I'm gonna run it back just a little bit. So pretty interesting. But yeah, but a takeaway for those of you who are suffering and experiencing this type of stuff, Jesus is the light, the truth, and the life. So that makes you shut up. I hate when they be doing that too. But anyway, yeah, that's why they hate Jesus so much, because he was black, he could set the sun, but he's not a person that's going to be hating you back. The reason why I am so patient and kind because of the love that Christ has given me and always show me, even when I'm destroying myself mentally, physically, spiritually. He won't allow it. And with that mercy and grace is just, how can I not give it to other people, right? How can I not show what I've been given? That's just what we do as like children. But when you come to Christ, He gives you all that you need and equip you to be outside with the sun so that you can be aligned with nature and be in tune with what you need to do and stop all of these low vibrational activities like sunblock, sunscreen, eating synthetic food, bioengineered stuff that I can't even pronounce, right? You get something, you don't know what those ingredients is, throw it away. You get something and it's just what it is, it should be healthy for you. You will have discernment on what's good and what's not good if you start being aligned with nature, spend time with nature, and just detox it from all of this worldly stuff. It's a challenge every day, but before I end this, I'm going to send this word out for you all of July the 30th, 2026. This comes from Enjoying Peace in His Presence, Jesus written by Sarah Young. And it has a motivational message for each day of the month, each month of the year. And I'm not saying that this is going to make everything all right. Everything's going to be totally fine because those who follow Christ are persecuted. And you're going to need Him time and time again. But anyway, here we are on the 30th. Worship me in beauty, in the beauty of holiness. I created beauty to declare the existence of my holy being. A magnificent rose, a hauntingly glorious sunset, ocean scenic splendor. All of these things were meant to proclaim my presence in the world. Most people rush past these proclamations, I meant. without giving them a second thought. Some people use beauty, especially feminine loveliness, to sell their products. How precious are my children who are awed by nature's beauty. This opens them up to my holy presence. What we were just talking about, this is an end time message. I didn't plan none of this, but it's speaking to you, speaking about the situation, the video we seen, like how precious are my children who are awed by nature's beauty, not scared to go outside, living in fear. This opens them up to my holy presence, like they were just talking about, the Akashic records. How these older civilizations knew because they was in tune with nature. They didn't use all this synthetic, all of this fake stuff, this fake world that we living in, right? Even before you knew me personally, you responded to my creation with wonder. This is a gift, and it carries responsibility with it. Declare my glorious being to the world. The whole earth is full of my radiant beauty, my glory. And this was inspired by Psalms, the book of Psalms, chapter 29, verse 2, the New King James Version. Also, Isaiah chapter 6, verse 30. So we have a mission to do, and that's to share the love of Christ so that people can have a glorious life. May this be an encouragement to the readers and the doers of His word. And yes, this is a really nice message. You could run it back and hear it again, but it's just something to think about. It's a lot to think about. When you depend on this world, rely on this world, you'll be in a worse and worse situation. Nobody can save you. Nobody can help you. Nobody really cares. That's why they have every solution to every problem that they created, because that's what men do. We create, we destroy, and nothing else. But if you want to create a better life for yourself, I ask you, and I encourage you to call on Jesus. He'll give you all that you need. He'll be your healer, your provider, whatever you need, you know? And that's my testimony, because I done been through it all, done it all, and I know where my source of strength and my help comes from. And living testimony, going through a lot, been through a lot, and I'm still getting through it. So it's what it is, right? 3-time felon, don't worry about money, don't worry about nothing. I just was offered a job, supposed to start it yesterday, it got taken away from me, but I know where my help comes from. I don't depend on this world and these people. And I'm not attacking white folks at all. I'm just encouraging some of you to call on Jesus, and He will be there for you. You'll be able to go outside and enjoy the summertime. It's not funny at all, but hey, is it cosmic karma for your ancestors and you guys just accepting what's going on? You know, black folks, we hold each other accountable. That's why we spaz out a lot. That's why you see a lot of black on black crime, because we're holding each other accountable. Checking people. When you see something, you say something. And that's the majority of black folks. We not being nosy, but we keeping peace. We keeping things decency and in order. And that's just what it is. And of course, you're going to have people who dislike and disagree, and they're going to rebel and rebuttal, but it's because it's a way to do things. And it's also about accountability. A lot of people neglect accountability because they don't want correction. A soft rebuke will help you. That's just what I mean by that. Jesus will help you be able to set people straight so the Holy Spirit can help them get right and stay right. But it's a choice, you know. Not everybody chooses to work on themselves. Not everybody is going to be saved. It's just what it is. Not everybody's going to get it, and that's fine, you know. It's not your job to make sure somebody get it. It's to plant those seeds and let the world water it, if they're in position to be watered. If not, they're not working on themselves. It is what it is, right? God knows how to reach each and every one of us, through each and every one of us, because He needs our attention. He needs our obedience to do His work, to do His will. And if you're not doing His will, you're doing the adversary will. Spreading sicknesses, spreading disease, spreading fear, chaos, corruption, you know the rest, the lower vibrational activities that people partake in. What you dish out in the world is what you give back. Where your attention goes, your time goes, your effort and energy goes as well. So when you focus on all of that negativity, that's exactly what you ask in the universe to give you more of. Being conscious, being present, just being here in the now, and not reliving the past and not thinking too much about the future. Of course, you want to plan things out and hope that they go that way, but you don't know if you're going to die this next minute, the next second, because nothing is promised. So be present on what you're doing and how you're doing it, what you taking and what you engage in with, what activities you entertain. You feel me? Like it's a lot to think about, and that's called being accountable of how you spend your time, how you dish out your energy, etc., etc. But yeah, that's just it for today. I just want to get back into my readings and share what I saw because I was watching this last night, and everything that comes to me is for me. And whatever's for me is for you guys as well. That's why we rock together. That's why I share these things because we're on the same accord as far as mindset and just want to learn things and just want to know about what's going on in the world, how we can be of help and be help. This is what it is. I'm spending time working on my life, getting myself together, and that's just what that been as well. Like, can't be everything for everybody. I'm not a people pleaser, but I do love to help people reach Christ and to reach a better reality in life. You know, it's going to be things, it's going to be times, it's challenging, it's going to be a lot of ups and downs in life, but that's what we're here for, to help each other get through it. And that's what I'm here for, and Team Andrew was created for, to help people not suffer in silence, to let you know that mental health awareness is what I advocate for, so that those you battling mental health or depression, anxiety. I write blogs for that. On my YouTube channel, Team Angie LLC, you can go ahead, check the bio and get those free blogs. I post them weekly. I haven't done it lately because of the job searches. These people want me to work for free. It's very irritating. It's very discouraging. That's why I started my own company, but I do need money to put in, to put out. It's just what it is. And I'm steady learning. This marathon continues. I just appreciate y'all. Those of you who've been on this path with me, and those of you who are new to my channel, my frequency, if you wouldn't mind being a member of my Facebook or subscribing to my YouTube, I would greatly, greatly appreciate that more than you know. But anyway, happy Thursday, Feliz Marcolas. You guys have a blessed evening and afternoon and morning, depending on where you are in the world. Much shout out to Ghana, Nigeria, India. I love you guys so much. Y'all always show me so much love and support, man. Rocking with me. Of course, a few of you all throughout the states, you know who you are and what it is. But yeah, if you new, please consider becoming a member of Team Angie and a subscriber on my YouTube, which is I'm working on right now to grow my YouTube channel. I just posted a live today, and that just reminded me of one thing I want to show what I said I was going to do before I end this really quick. Big shout out to All Things Jenny. Love you so much. I haven't been able to support you in a bit, but you know what it is. And a real Kia. She's super dope. Y'all go check them out. But this for you, real Kia. I seen one of your videos the other day and you inspired me. Well, what I had experienced this morning was from what I seen with you, and it was kind of like no coincidence, like I was saying. Also, one of my new subscribers, I just see your name too. I ain't want to leave you out. Kayla Bryan, I appreciate you. But yeah, let me show y'all this little bird thing real quick. This for Kayla. And then I'm gonna wrap this up. So yeah, this is my YouTube channel. Wait, where is that? Alright, here we go. Dang, y'all watching it. Come watch this too. Well, we go watch it together.
So this motherfucking bird talking and looking dead at me too. It's like the fourth time he said that shit. I want to send this to Real Kia. I just seen one of her videos about the animal talkers. I want her to send it to so this motherfucking bird talking, G.
Y'all ever heard a bird sound like that? Somebody, rawr, rawr. And if you want to hear how he switched up what he was saying, he switched his whole voice up, started making a whole different sound. I just posted a reel about live about that hours ago. You might want to check that out. It's very interesting. But yeah, peace and blessings. I just wanted to share that with the people that I went live with earlier on my YouTube. We were having a little chat, a little discussion about that. And I had recorded this first because he wasn't doing it. Like when I went live, he shut up, like he was a camera. And we had a little discussion about that. But if you want to hear more about that and see more about that, just go ahead to my YouTube and look at the live. I used to do it every day. I got so many videos, a nice little lengthy catalog. You can binge watch my channel. But yeah, peace and blessings and happy Thursday.